Hey everybody, welcome to We Are All Geeks, your spot for Persona 5 stuff. My name is Kenny,
I'm Felipe.
and since it's just the two of us, we
right.
will be talking about Persona 5. I can guarantee
Welcome
it.
to our fireside chat.
Yes, our fireside chat with Persona 5.
Right.
But first, there is some stuff that happened this week. Let's talk about some of the news. I want to start with Street Fighter 5 and Capcom getting completely screwed by Steam.
Yes.
They had a big announcement planned for this Sunday. They were going to bring 3 new characters to Street Fighter V on Sunday. They were going to release the trailer, and on Sunday, these 3 characters were going to be available.
Yep.
E Honda, Poison, and Lucia.
Yeah.
Poison and Lucia, of course, from Final Fight, and E Honda being one of the original World Warriors from Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
They just got completely screwed. On Twitter, like Joey Queller, who is the...
Yeah, they were not happy.
Yeah, he's the head of EVO, was like, I am so pissed off right now. And it sucks for them. It
does, but I mean, that's the culture that we live in now. Like,
it is, but this is...
leaks just happen.
But this is Steam.
It's true. It's the kind of first time I remember hearing that something leaked because of Steam.
Yeah, it leaked on Steam. Whether it was Capcom miscommunicated that this could be shown 3 or 4 days early, or if it was just Steam incompetence. This was a Steam leak, so it was obviously official. Like you and it was a very detailed trailer, like showed off the story costumes, showed off the new stage, it's Honda's stage from Street Fighter 2, showed all of that. They just completely wrecked this plan.
They were going to announce that at EVO, right?
At EVO.
That's usually what they do is some big announcement at EVO.
And the release date was August 4th. It was.
I see.
It was, and they're available now.
One of those, yeah.
It was going to be one of those, and they completely screwed it up. And so they really screwed them on this one. They're hinting that maybe they have something else up their sleeve, but like
now I guess we'll just wait and see, you know.
Yeah, now because you can't make that announcement, you can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Cannot.
Capcom even acknowledged it. They have officially released the footage that all right, here it is, and it'll be available Sunday, and the pack will be available Monday. That gives you all the characters and stuff. And
I know. I bet they're all like, fine. I guess here you go.
Yeah, and it was. They even said, "Hey, wait until we officially announce." And people were like, "Why?" And they said, "All right, here's the trailer." But yeah, this is weird that it's Steam, because usually we hear about Kotaku releasing that stuff, and then Ubisoft saying, okay, well, we're not sending you review codes anymore, and we're not going to talk to you guys anymore.
Yeah, it's usually that stuff. I mean, stuff when it leaks is usually because of a retailer.
Right, a retailer or the media gets a leak from somebody, something like that. And the media, you kind of can't get mad at them, because what are they supposed to do? Someone went on record and said, hey, here's our plan for the next Assassin's Creed.
Here's this exclusive thing.
Yeah, here's the and then that's their job to release it. They're on record. They haven't. That's what they get paid to do.
Yeah.
That's what drives clicks to the website. Like, what are they supposed to do? This is Steam. They should be better.
Yeah, this is the first time, like I said, that I've seen something like that. And it sucks just because I know that at EVO, a lot of times there's some really cool announcements, and just being there where, in the middle of the tournament, and then all of a sudden, here's this trailer and everyone's hyped up for it. It's boom, available now. It's like, oh my gosh, and that, I don't feel bad for a company when it didn't follow their marketing plan, whatever, but I feel bad for the people that, because that's such a, I've been to conventions and stuff like that, and such a cool experience when you're there, and then all of a sudden, lights go down and here's a trailer and you just get to experience it with everyone, and, you're super hyped up, and it just sucks that people really won't get to experience that nowadays, but hopefully if they do have something else, it'll be just as cool. So
yeah, and I hope they have something else. I love EVO. I love watching EVO. Fighting games, my favorite genre, even though I probably couldn't put a fighting game on my top 10 games of all time. I still say it's a fighting game. All right, I'm probably buying that game.
Yeah, speaking of fighting games.
Yeah, Smash.
Smash had a new character,
yeah,
a new challenger arrived.
Yes, he finally arrived. Announced at E3, Hero from Dragon Quest, and when they say hero, they mean 4 of the heroes from the 11 Dragon Quest they have arrived. I played with him a little bit, so let's start this will also start the what we've been playing section.
Yeah.
I toyed around with Hero. I'm not digging him.
Really?
No, he has the big gimmick on him is he has a move where the down B, the down smash is special, down special, whatever, smash is weird. The down special brings up a menu with 4 randomly generated moves or spells. But you are prone while doing that. You cannot move. The only way to make the menu disappear is to either pick something or hit the shield button.
Okay.
So you're prone, and it's 4 randomly generated. So you actually have to read what's there, and you have to be prone for a minute. One of the moves is Kamikaze, where he explodes, like he dies, and he does some damage. Like when I did it on accident because I was just like, I need to do something. Did it on accident, and it did not do enough damage to kill me.
Huh.
Like it
That's so weird.
Yeah, immediately took a stock. I don't like that. Otherwise he's fine. Like he has a lot of good other spells. Like his side special is a lightning bolt. His regular special is this fire blast that you can charge and keep. You can charge all 3 of his other ones. The lightning, the fire, and his recovery is a whirlwind attack that generates wind and it hits everyone below him and stuff like that. It's a like the rest of that's really cool, and his side specials and stuff his smashes and stuff like that they're cool. But
it's so weird though to have something that is random, especially in a fighting game where you rely on
knowing what you're able to do.
Yeah. Relying being able to specifically like counter someone, or you see a person doing a move and like I'm gonna do this to counter it, and just I'm sure with enough practice maybe you get used to the icons or whatever, and you can just like kind of glance at it and like, hey, this is it.
No, there's not icons besides them. It's pure text.
Well, that's even better.
Right.
So
like it's so bad, and it is randomly generated. You have one that it does immediately kill. You have one that does immediately get you back on the stage. So if you're falling off and you get the RNG on your side, you can get back on the stage immediately. Like there's some
weird.
There's some cool stuff. There's one I playing against Hero pulled out one that immediately killed me.
Huh.
Like it hit me and
Boom,
stock gone. And I think that one's based on how much damage you have. They went through all of them in the video presentation they did on Monday. But and it should be worth noting, since this released on Monday and Evo is on tomorrow technically, but the finals are even on Sunday, this is not playable.
Okay.
Version 4.0 is not playable. They're going to be playing with the previous version. I think it was either 3.1, 3.4, something like that. So you're not going to see him in Evo, and I don't think you would anyways.
Yeah, I mean, a character that was just released, like there's no way that he would really show up on a fighting game tournament where no one knows where he falls in the meta and stuff like that. So
and I've seen people on Twitter who are like, "Oh, I love him," and I was just like, "No, man, I don't want to stop fighting to figure out a move."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be forced. And then,
I mean, but it's cool. Like if you're into the character, if you're into the series.
I mean,
I can see people being into that.
I was super hopeful. Like everyone always tells the story, man. When you see Marth pop up as a new challenger approaching in the U.S., you have no idea who the hell that is. It's like, what? This dude's blue hair, got a sword, whatever. All right, cool. But then you play with him and he's actually good. This one I didn't have that feeling for. I don't have that affinity. Just didn't feel right. And I'm sure with practice, as with any fighting game, if you just grind a character enough, you will just naturally get good.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? I do not like Smash.
Yeah, me and you have discussed
we've
this.
Talked about this.
But what's your issue with it?
It's not really an issue. It's just I understand. Let me rephrase it. I know it's not the game for me. Like I like fighting games, but I like the Street Fighter style fighting games.
Okay.
Even Mortal Kombat sometimes I don't enjoy. I like the Street Fighter, SNK, like Samurai Showdown that I played, not too long ago. Those are the fighting games that I like. I like being able to, do a jump high kick and then land and do a sweep or something like that. Do like a quarter circle to get a special move. Like that's kind of what I like. And with Smash, I remember playing with friends and just never really getting the button layout down, like the way that you have to, directional and then a button to make a special move or something like that. It just never clicked with me. And, I was playing a lot more Street Fighter, and I play a lot of Street Fighter growing up. Street Fighter 2, I remember sitting, playing with my brothers, and it's like, here's the entire Saturday, just like 5-6 hours of just Street Fighter, So it's the game that I kind of grew up with. And with Smash, like I tried multiple times, almost every version of the game that comes out. Like, oh yeah, maybe this will be the one, and I'll try for a bit. It just doesn't click, and so I'm like, this game's not for me.
Have you gotten a chance to toy around with Ken and Ryu in Smash, because they actually can actually do their inputs?
I haven't. Although part of me feels like that would be almost a disadvantage for me. Like I'm playing a different fighting game in a different fighting game. Like I'm playing Street Fighter in a different fighting game. But that's okay. Like I've tried Ultimate a little bit, but maybe I give it a, I want to, of course, try Joker. So, Persona time. But maybe once I see more characters that are coming out, I'll go back and check it out. But yeah, no, I understand Smash is very popular. I just never really got into it. So that's all right.
But back to what you were saying before, the first DLC character for Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, the first one was Joker. He would be one that would make me go back.
And honestly, he wasn't one of my mains before I played Persona 5. He is now.
Yeah.
I understand him a little bit more, which is just so he's so much fun. I have like probably 7 mains in Smash. Like I Cloud, Fox, Samus, like Dark Samus, if you want to count them as separate characters. I use the whole gamut. I rarely lose with Link. I just don't like using him, but I rarely lose, so he's in my repertoire. Like I like being a jack of all trades in Smash.
Yeah.
But yes,
a jack of all trades, someone that can. No, I was gonna do some sort of segue into Persona, but I
like a Joker card.
A Joker. Welcome to Persona Corner.
Welcome to Persona Corner. Sing the song, Felipe.
There is no song yet, but check back next week.
And yeah, that joke will maybe still work next week.
Maybe.
But yeah, so I've been on that Persona train. That's pretty. Besides trying to play with Hero in Smash, that's been my main squeeze.
Okay.
Persona. So I have finished the 5th palace.
Okay.
And then 8 hours later, I have finally gotten into the 6th palace. Literally, it's 8 hours of gameplay of no palace. It was
just
so
talking to people.
Yes, just talking to people. It was so much fun. It was, and 3 of that was probably basically cutscenes.
Yeah. That game, I mean.
It was amazing.
Right?
It was so much fun, guys.
That's the thing that people just don't get. I mean, a lot of people do get.
A lot of people.
Some of you people out there, you may get it. Some people behind the scenes, they don't get it.
So have you finished the 5th palace?
No, I am. I haven't played it since kind of last time we talked. I've been playing other games, and we'll get into those in a while. But I got to the point where I send the calling cards, or I found where the treasure is, and I left to send the calling cards, and that's it.
Okay, so you're about to finish it.
About to finish it, and then going to the journey of 8 hours before I start another one.
Yeah, it really is, but it was great. So I already had Ryuji maxed out. I have now maxed out An and Makoto, and started dating Makoto.
Yeah, nice.
Turned On down.
Really?
Turned the doctor down as well.
What? No, dude. Everyone.
Yes. No, because I know
get with every girl.
No, I know you're gonna ruin your life and get that ending.
That's fine.
I'm not.
Listen, the doctor, I got that on lock.
Because you can.
Then it's gonna be the next step's gonna be the reporter.
Okay.
And then the teacher.
Okay.
And then probably Makoto.
So basically, all the older women first.
I'm working oldest down, maybe.
I mean, the doctor probably had.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes, I turned the doctor down, and then I accepted Makoto.
I mean, you can still be friends,
yes.
I guess. But.
And we are friends, even though, like, the doctor suddenly has contacted me less frequently.
Oh, I
But
wonder why.
I think I am maxed with her, but it was less frequent when I turned her down, as opposed to after I turned her down, it was immediate the next day. Okay, 10. Rank 10 is here.
Yeah, I mean because I know that you do have the option to like if you don't go when you're on rank 9.
Yeah, so
One of the options
going to rank 9.
Yeah, one of the options is like depending on what you pick is it turns into a romantic relationship, or you're just like, no, we're just really good friends.
We're just really good friends.
So.
And that's what happened. Turned on down. So now my party has been Ryuji on and Makoto, and I have them completely maxed out at 10, which is awesome. I started going and seeing the shogi player in the church in Kanda. Have you talked to her at all?
Yeah, I've unlocked her. She's like rank 4 or 5.
That's about where I am. But man, her stuff for combat is stupid.
I don't remember what she does.
So rank 1, switch party members out at your turn. In the middle of a battle. And I haven't used it yet because I didn't do that until I was done with Palace 5, and I guess I'm pretty close because apparently there's 7 palaces if you're not including the final palace and mementos.
Yeah, because I mean, like we talked in the past, like you get a certain point. I think right after you finish this palace, or maybe the next one.
It is.
It's you're given a choice, and then depending on what you pick, you get the bad ending where like the game just kind of ends there, or you keep going and then there's another palace to get like the actual like true ending.
Because I'm getting mixed on this. Some people are saying, well, it's 9 if you count the final and mementos.
Well, I mean, they're counting mementos as one of the palaces. The mementos, you can always go back.
But it's 7 like the deadly sins, because each of them have been kind of centered around a deadly sin.
Okay, yeah.
And then
I wouldn't know because I try to not find any spoilers for Persona.
Yeah,
so
I was just trying to gauge where I was, especially after what has happened after that one. It's very clear you're about to catch up.
Okay.
Like, it's extremely clear this is the palace you get caught in.
Okay.
At the beginning of the game.
Yeah, so because this whole time when you're playing the game, you're being
interrogated by Sai, Makoto's sister.
Yeah, you're going through all the past, everything that's led up to this, and and at every kind of like every palace or something like that, flash forwards to where you at.
It's framed around. Yeah. It's framed around you telling Sai,
this is what happened. This is the story.
This is the story, which it can't be because if at some point I said, oh yeah, by the way, I've been dating your sister.
Yeah, so real quick, your sister, she's a freak. It's like, what? You can't tell her that. I mean, you could. She'd be like, no, not my sister.
Right, but there would have to be a cutscene.
Also, you have to say like, hey, your sister. You're totally like.
There is a point where you say, yeah, Makoto is a part of the Phantom Thieves, and she's like, no, how could she be?
She stole stuff from your computer.
Yeah, she did steal stuff from your computer. No, how could she have done that to me? And
yeah.
But she did.
So.
Yeah, it's funny. The point I'm at definitely makes it clear I'm about to catch up to that.
Yeah.
Like I'm at the casino.
Oh, cool. That's where you.
And I really want to tell you who it is, but it's
don't. I will play. Okay, I'm finishing up some of the stuff that I'm playing right now, and then there's kind of a lull in the games that I want to play coming out. So I got. Maybe like a month or so to kind of hopefully I'm going to try to finish Persona before September, because by September
September, well, the end of August is when hell begins for me. I have 2 games in 3 days that come out. I got Control and then Astral Chain.
Yes, so I'll try to finish it before that, because I also really want to play Control, and I want to check out Astral Chain as well. So but yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about Persona without spoiling a lot. And I know if you haven't played this game, it's like, I don't know about this game, but man,
it really is fantastic.
But in my defense,
and I'm at that point where I'm like, oh, you guys have a really solid story. It's not just me going and messing around in high school. No, y'all know what you're doing.
Yeah. So.
You cats are smart.
But in my defense, I've been playing a different.
You have been playing
Persona
a different Persona game.
So,
and let's talk about that. It's Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is a Persona game.
Okay.
It really is. I am, I think last I checked, like 15 hours in. So I'm still fairly, like in the beginning of the game, still unlocking new things. I just unlocked the thing, which is actually really nice because with this game, you have up to 10 characters that you can like deploy in a battle, right? And if you can also recruit just about everyone at the school or the monastery, whatever. But you already have 10, so then as you start recruiting more people, then you have all these other people that you can deploy, but they're just going to sit there and not get any experience or whatever. So I just locked a system where it will get better and I'll get more slots as I level up more, but I can basically have like assign a student to another student. So then when like my main character, I can assign like a weaker character to him. So then when my main character, who's really strong, when she gets a kill or she gets attacked and she counterattacks or whatever, that other character will get the experience as well.
Okay.
And sometimes they will also attack or they will also defend. That's more randomized. But the point is, I had a character. So I have two, my main character and then the leader of the house. So I went with the Black Eagles, I don't remember her name. I just call her the blonde chick. So
I know
she
what you're talking about.
is super, super strong. And so I got my lowest level character. I signed it to her. And I just send her like in the front lines where I can see there's going to be like 4 enemies coming to attack her. And I'm like, it's okay. She'll take care of them. They come in. They attack her for like no damage. She counterattacks one shots. This guy went from like level 8 to like level 15 in a battle. And I don't have to do anything, So, and then I can just remove him for the next battle, put someone else in that I recruit. And then as, I level up more, I'll unlock more skills so I can have more people or more slots. I can have more people do that. But the game itself, it really is, as someone who's never played Fire Emblem, this has been a fantastic game. The reason why I say it's a Persona game is because I am like getting way more into the social aspect of the game.
Right. And yes, so here's where I'll check in. How's that been?
It's been great because every character has their own story. My biggest, or one of the issues that I've had with other games like this, I like tactics games. Like I've played the Skya games and stuff like that. But for the most part, like you just have like some fodder enemy or some fodder person, soldier, and they don't have a story. They're just whatever, right? Or with this, every single one of these students that I have in my class, they have a story, and you also get you have a different option where you can see their story play out between the different class members themselves, and you get a cutscene. It's all voice acted and everything, but you can see like, hey, so this guy right here, he's like, or this girl, she's super, super shy, and then there's this other guy here who's like a noble, and he's very kind of outgoing, and so you can like have them interact, so you can watch that story played out, and it plays out between them, between different characters, between the professor who you play, and then you can go and recruit someone else, and then that will then add to your class, and now you can see what their story is. So there's just a lot of stories from all these people. They all have their own motivations. They all have their own reasons to, to do what they do and to be how they are. And that in turn, you need to know that stuff because eventually you can invite them out, like spend time with them. And it just gives you the option, like, go talk to them. And like, here's 3 different options. It's timed. You need to know who this character is. If this character is like all about training, all about, the equipment, and you're like, hey, let's talk about who you like. They're going to be like, I don't want to talk about that, so
Right.
You need to know these characters. The story's been interesting. It has this weird, like, I don't want to say, how do I put this? Like a religious connotation of like, there's this church, and then like if you rise up against the church, then you're immediately like cut down, and all the students, half the students are like, I don't know that we should be like that, and just let people do whatever. And the church is like, no, just like crushing them, and you're part of that. So it's been a little weird, but so far, it's been interesting. It's been just, I know like I'm kind of preaching to the choir, like people that have played Fire Emblem games are like, yeah, these games are awesome. I'm like, I know that now.
Okay,
I'm getting into it now.
I understand now.
But yeah, no, definitely, if you like Persona, if you like the, tactics games, because the gameplay itself has also been a ton of fun, being able to move your pieces around and No, this guy attacks first because he can't get a counterattack, and then this guy will go in for the kill, so he gets the experience and all the other stuff. Like, very much like Persona, where the plane itself, when you are in the dungeons, in the palaces, like that's fun, but that is not what this game is. Same thing.
When you get out is when the game actually.
Yeah, it's like I do like one battle, and the battle takes a long time. But once I'm out, it's going around talking to people and progressing the story and. But yeah, no, and I'm interested to see. The other cool thing is that I don't know if this game has a New Game Plus or not, but everything that I'm seeing, I'm only seeing from my class. I know there's 2 other classes, but I really rarely interact with them. But there's every one of those classes has 10 other students, so I could technically, I don't know if there's a New Game Plus, but if I start the game over again and I pick a different class, I'll probably get like a completely different perspective.
Right.
So I don't know that I will, because this game's supposed to be long.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
we'll
100 hours, which would be 300 to do all of the perspectives.
But I mean, it's a good value if you like those games.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
For sure.
It's the best bang for your buck you can get if it's a $300-hour game.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's the best money you can
and
spend.
they talked a little bit about how there's some DLC coming for it. There's a season pass, but also there's going to be some free stuff coming out. New playable characters and things like that. I haven't looked too much into it just because I've been just really enjoying this game a lot, and I love that it's on the Switch. So when I take it on the go, I can play. But I've also been playing. I finished Wolfenstein Youngblood. Yeah. Youngblood.
Okay.
I don't know how the song goes, otherwise I would sing it.
No, that's the thing no one does. No one remembers. It's just them. It's just 5 seconds of
Youngblood.
No.
However it goes, yeah.
That's the song.
That game's okay. I don't know.
It was just okay?
It was just okay. It never really clicked with me. Like, it was fun to play, but
So how many hours?
I think it took me like 16 or 17 hours to finish the main story. I know that side missions wise, I still have the game keeps track of all that for you. I think last time I checked, I had like 60% of the side missions done.
Okay.
So I still have a ways to go to kind of do everything, but there's some stuff that happens at the end of that game that I kind of want to tell you, and it is spoilers.
Let's save that for a little bit. You can play some of the side missions. I'm not gonna play this game.
But the story, the way there's a thing that like right at the last mission, there's a thing that they say that this just completely like expands their universe.
Just changes Wolfenstein's universe.
It kind of does, and it's a thing that if they were to do another Wolfenstein game, they'll definitely lean into it. But I won't say anymore.
Can I guess it?
If you guess right, can I tell you? And then it'd be a spoiler.
Spoiler right now. I'm not gonna guess right. Doom Marine shows up and starts punching Nazis with his shotgun.
You know what? I can't say anything.
God damn it! How close was I?
Can I just tell you?
Yeah, you sure.
Okay. All right. So just
make sure you put a spoiler.
Okay, I'm patting my head right now.
So-
Spoilers start when I pat my head again. The spoilers go off. So you just watch
very
us on
minor. It's not really a spoiler for the end of the game. It's just there's something that happens. Some spoilers
are on. Spoilers are on.
They talk about how BJ Blazkowicz, there's this item that gives him the ability to open doors to multiple universes.
Mother of God.
He talks about how there's a multiverse, and there's a universe where everything is fine, and because he killed, or like Hitler died some other way, and so then everything, like his school, not like now, where because he killed Hitler, everything went to crap on this universe because Hitler had some other, anyway, some other spoilers. But yeah, so technically, there's a multiverse. And so, yeah, sure, the Doom guy at one point could show up.
So we're going to get the MOBA we've always wanted.
I don't know.
The hero shooter we've always wanted. Crossover Wolfenstein and
They could, because they talk about that, and then they don't really do anything with it. They're just like, there's this thing, but go stop this other bad guy, and so I do it, but I could see them doing that. So, all right, enough spoilers.
All right, spoilers are off.
Yeah.
You can unmute us now. Unmute.
Yeah, no more spoilers.
You've unmuted? Cool. All right.
But yeah, so because they do that, that's kind of, it's kind of crazy. that's the route.
That went that way.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
the route that they went.
that's
But
nuts.
the game itself was fun. There's a lot of grinding to do in that game. Like a lot of I think, I don't know what the level cap is. I know to get all of the abilities, you need to be like level 80. I finished the game at level 52. So even doing all the side missions, I probably won't be in, maybe 60, low 60s.
Okay.
But still, like the gameplay doesn't really change. Like you get a new ability at the end of the game, right before the final battle. But that doesn't really change gameplay that much because it's something you have to equip. So you technically have to
Take something.
just go to like a one-handed weapon and equip this other thing. So.
So something I want to touch on. I know it's the dual characters. So you've beat it with one of the sisters or both of them?
So the sisters, they're always together.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
oh, so
always.
the perspective doesn't change if you replay with a different character.
They're always together. The cutscenes, it doesn't matter who you play as. It's just like they're always there together. That's why even when I played the game mostly by myself.
Right.
But she's always there, and it's one of the mechanics of when I go down, then I can call out to the sister, and she'll come in and revive me. If she goes down, then she's there, and I have to revive her. There is like a shared life system, so you have like 3 different lives. So if I go down and then she goes down as well trying to get me, then we lose a life, and we kind of get back up and do it. But if you do that 3 times, and the game ends, and then you reload it back to the beginning of the mission or a save point or a checkpoint or something like that. So that really only happened a couple times when I was playing it. But yeah, it's just like I was saying before, I compared this to Destiny, where you do have, like you have the world.
You have a hub and you have the missions you can go on.
But the difference between Destiny, I mean, there's many differences, but like, imagine if that's, to make the comparison to this game, if Destiny only had Earth. So then every time you go back, you're always going back to Earth. Yeah, it may be on some other spots, but it's still like the tile set and everything, it still just looks like Earth. Where with Destiny, you can go, to multiple planets. So yeah, even though you're kind of going back to those places multiple times, there's still some variety because you're going to different planets.
Even in Destiny, you have like the 3 spawn points you can go to on Earth.
Right.
It's that.
Yeah. And so this game is that, but it's only Paris, which is fine, but after doing this for so many hours, it's like, yeah, no, I'm right here. I know where, this path leads this way, this path leads this other way. It always looks the same. It's just some, kind of half-destroyed city. So it was fun. It was fun, gameplay-wise, it was fun. I wish there was maybe a little more, so middling, just.
So you were a resident trophy hunter.
Yes.
The CTO, Chief Trophy Officer.
It's me.
Are you looking at the platinum here?
So the platinum trophy in this game is a huge grind.
Yeah.
Because apparently it would take less than 20 hours and I finished the game, and I'll probably, by the time I reach 20 hours or so, I would have finished all the side missions. Estimated time to platinum is like 60 to 80 hours. And all because of the weapon kills, because you have to grind out.
You have to grind out with each individual
weapon. So there's a mastery system with the weapons where as you get kills, you get like mastery level 1, and then you get like more damage with it, and then you get more kills, mastery level 2, and so on and so forth. You have to get like mastery level 10 with all like 12 weapons, and by the time I finish the game, I think my highest level is 4.
Okay.
So there's a lot to grind. I would totally get this platinum if I could, but
it doesn't.
I can't.
It doesn't seem fun to
No.
go after.
No, I think. So once I finished that game, I finished it a couple days ago, and I decided to go back into the Division.
Okay. Now they just released the patch that lets you play as some people call it, the baby mode grade.
Yes. Which I haven't. I want to, because I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to see the content, right?
Right. And that's why they released it, because so many people just want to actually see it and play it, and they released it like it's hell. Like from what I've heard, it's just you can't do it.
It's hard. The raid itself is difficult. It is more difficult on the console than it is on PC because of the controller.
Right.
Like it's just harder to hit. There's enemies that have like a very, very small weak points, and you gotta hit them at the right time to stun them and stuff like that. And that is more difficult to do with a controller than it is with a mouse and keyboard. That's why, you know, when the raid was first released, like world first was PC players versus,
Right.
you know, it took like PlayStation and Xbox players like another day or two before they
Right,
could even
because
finish the raids.
before it was even imagined, and
Yeah.
the percentages are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And even on PC, it sounds like it is like nigh impossible. Like,
Yeah, so they released that along with some other content. You know, there's new missions, new story missions. There's a new mode called like Expedition where you basically go like explore this place. But the raids, I'm really interested, and I'm glad that they did that because at the end of the day, I just want to go and experience the content, like I
Right.
said. So I'm fine if it's less difficult and the rewards are not as great because I just want to see it, you know. And
Right.
there's people, and I experienced this a lot when I used to play World of Warcraft, where people really complain when they would do like the raid finder because it's like, well, why are you letting people do this? And it's like, why does it matter to you?
Yeah, why do you not want other people to experience this?
Yeah.
I don't want to be MLG level god tier to see content. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of had that problem in Destiny. The first time I tried to do a raid, I'm not that good at Destiny. I'm fine. I'm middling. I'm a warlock, and I'm okay. But like, I went and did it with these people that have done it 100 times, and I wasn't doing well. And I'm like, guys, I just want to see the thing.
Yeah,
I want,
and that's the thing. It's like,
and it's part of the story. Like I want to know the story.
and it's people that, you know, this is the one game they play and they just grind it out and they, you know, they're really good at it and all their friends play and that's fine. I just don't play video games like that anymore.
Yeah.
And so I play multiple games and it's hard to like go back. Like, yeah, you've been playing this game nonstop for 6 months now and I've, you know, took like a month or two break. Like, I want to come back and I want to see this. It's fine that I don't even need the loot. Like, or some, you know, lower ranked tier of the loot. Why does it matter? But anyways, I'm going to go off on that rant. But I like that they did that because I really do want to experience it. They've also added this thing called like classified missions where basically they just kind of spawn once a week. You go, you do the mission, and then they, in there you can get a lot of like cosmetic stuff, including like a little stuff that hangs off your backpack and what have you. So it's been fun. I tried the gunner class, which is like the guy with the minigun. Not my favorite because you have to be exposed.
Right.
You know, like once you get the gun out,
You can't crouch and hold a minigun. Like
you can't go behind cover and like lift up your tiny little minigun and like shoot it like this. Yeah, you can't do that, unfortunately. But I mean, they do. I don't know if they double your armor, triple your armor, like by your little health bar armor.
Right.
Once you turn that on, like it just gets like so many more that appear, so you can like take the hits, but it's not very accurate and stuff like that. So I'd rather just
it's just not how you want to live.
hide behind just hide behind a wall and get my grenade launcher and just like doop, doop, and just kill 4 guys with 1 shot and move on with my life. So
Much more realistic
extremely
than if you were able to hold the minigun.
Yeah. Listen, we can't talk about realism in these games because
No,
I
we
have a
can't.
backpack
No,
that can carry 100 guns.
Yes, this is true.
So
No, we can't. The only one I could think of that ever tried to do realism was it Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I mean they tried a lot.
They tried, and even then it was still gamified realism.
Realism in video games is just they don't go together. They're really not that. I don't think that they're fun.
I understand.
So
I'm with
just
you.
let me carry all my guns. Not only that, I have like 100 guns plus like all different like body armor, vests and stuff like that. And when you think about all the apparel that I'm also carrying, so I'm carrying like 100 change of clothes and like multiple hats and shoes and everything like that. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing when you again going back to WoW.
Right.
Yeah, here's my bag. I have 300 horses in my bag, and I can just pull one out. It's like, yep. Or a dragon. I'm going to pull this dragon out. So, but still, Division's been fun. Like, I really liked the Division when I first played it. And they're doing like a summer events now, and that's the main reason why I went back is a lot of different apparel, doing stuff, and you get like a summer outfit, and
that new loot.
Yeah, it's fun to kind of take a break from some of these games and let them
Let-
get some
let-
updates and
yeah.
stuff like that, and then you dip back in. It's
Well,
like,
that's
look at all this cool stuff.
that-
I'm gonna dip back in on Destiny. You know, I know
Yeah.
we're gonna touch into this, but their expansion got
Shadow keeps coming out October 1st now instead
it
of
got pushed back a little bit.
Yeah, 2 weeks, which they needed to do. They need to get the hell out of the way of Borderlands 3. My
Yeah.
God, that game's going to be huge. I'm excited for everyone else to talk about it. Not day one for me.
Really?
I have Borderlands 2. It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't by any means. It's just fine.
I find it surprising.
I prefer Destiny.
Okay.
I prefer Destiny setting. It's just
okay.
it's
I mean, I get
seemingly
it.
less desolate to me, even though Borderlands is clearly more frenetic and stuff. I don't know. I like
From
Destiny
the
a
stuff that
little
I've seen
bit
for number 3, Borderlands 3 definitely looks like a game that was made in the early 2000s. You know, like
Yeah.
just kind of setting and the jokes and the stuff like that, and which is fine. But man, I'm super excited. That's why I want to try to finish Persona before then. I'm definitely going to be cracking away at Fire Emblem. It's probably going to be a game that I'll have for months on end, especially since it's on the Switch, so I can take it to work. I can take it when I go out or whatever, and then play.
I've talked about how much I love having games on Switch. If Persona was on Switch, I'd be finished.
Yeah.
Because I can play that whenever I feel like it. Like I can have it in my bag. I can pull it out. All right, cool. Let's grind.
There is that Persona. What's the Dynasty Warrior style Persona game coming out for it? I don't know what it's called.
I'm
but
not. I
want to check it out, but
I'll try it. I would have much rather them have done an arena.
yeah.
Like I play a Blaze Blue Cross Tag battle every once in a while, and I'm hoping like we get some news on maybe a Persona 5 arena from Arxis, because that's who makes it, and they have a spot on Finals Day at EVO. I'm hoping we either get a Persona 5 arena, or we get Persona 5 characters in Cross Tag, or more Ruby characters in Cross Tag. I want that. But as in terms of Persona 5, Dynasty Warriors, the only other console Fire Emblem I've played is actually Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay.
And it was fine. It was fine and dandy, whatever, cool. And Persona characters, maybe I can get more interested, but like, if they don't get that style down exactly the way I need it, I'm probably not.
They had the one trailer, and that trailer it looked like Joker, and the shadows and stuff like that. So, again, I'm interested in knowing more about that game, and I'm also interested in you having played so much Persona, actually trying like Fire Emblem Three Houses to see
how I feel. I mean, I definitely want to, but I wouldn't play it because I would feel like I'm cheating on Persona right now.
Okay.
That's
All right.
where I'm at. Like I need to be.
And
Persona.
that right there is the perfect example of how you and I are different when we play our games, because you're playing Persona, and you're playing Persona like that, where like you have the one girl.
Yes.
And no one else, and you just can't. Where I'm playing Persona and other games, and while I'm playing Persona, I'm also hitting on all these other girls.
Well,
So,
that's just us, our differences in life.
that's true.
I'm like, I want a good ending. You're gonna go ahead and blow it up.
I'm just gonna experience life. That's all I'll say. So we'll see. Check back in a few months when we have finished Persona, and then we can talk. We'll do like a Persona spoiler cast, and just like, this is my bad ending, and I regret all my choices. Yes.
Yes. Pretty much.
But yeah, that's kind of about all that I've been playing. Just we're in this load right now. Madden just came out.
Yeah.
and
Let's touch on that. I am usually a day one Madden guy. I'm not doing Madden this year yet.
Why?
One, I've been so burned every year that like 2-3 weeks after it releases, it's $40.
Yeah, it goes on sale.
I'm like,
quick.
oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, it's so quick, and I've been burned every time. So that's one reason. The other reason, Phillip Rivers has a higher rating than Drew Brees. No. That's not right. That man is not a better player than Drew Brees. I will not hear it. Drew Brees went to the NFC Conference Championship, got robbed, got goddamn robbed. There's a lawsuit. We're going to win. We're going to get that apology from the NFL, and we're going to replay that game, and then we're going to play the Patriots for the Super Bowl from last year. That's what's going to happen. Don't tell me otherwise.
Sports.
Yeah. I'm just inserting that here. This is my soapbox. I can't. Phillip Rivers has been better than Drew Brees once, and that was when Drew Brees got injured, and they replaced Drew Brees with Phillip Rivers in San Diego. He went to New Orleans, won a Super Bowl.
Sports.
Y'all messing up. I won't argue Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the top quarterback. That's fine. Drew Brees is second. I would even let you put Aaron Rodgers above Drew Brees. I will not hear Phillip Rivers. And I'm only giving the disrespect that has been given.
You know, I understand now how Sterling feels when we talk about persona. For sure. I have no idea what you just said. But hey, again, this game's not for me. So
no, I am usually a day one pickup, but I know it's going on sale before the season starts. I bet you this game hits sale because it's coming out the day after the Hall of Fame game.
And the other thing, I mean, that's just good practice with all games. Like if you wait long enough, they will go on sale.
Yeah.
But I've also getting to the point of like I used to buy a game as soon as it would come out. When I still hadn't finished the games that I'm currently playing.
Right.
I have 3 big games like in my house still sealed. One of them is Assassin's Creed Odyssey that I bought last year's Black Friday on sale, and it's sitting there sealed in my desk mocking me every day. And every now and then I'm like, I should open this because this game's supposed to be really good, but I know I'll play it for a few hours and then I won't touch it. It's going to be like Persona or like Witcher. You know, The Witcher 3, I took a little like 2-year break from The Witcher 3 before I eventually went back and finished the game, got my Platinum Trophy and stuff like that. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I want to finish the games that I have. And that's why when I want to get Persona done, so when Control comes out, I can check that out, you know. When Torchlight 2, which comes out in the beginning of September, and I'm super hyped for it, Borderlands, and then it just kind of keeps going. All these big games are going to be coming out.
It goes until December, pretty much.
Yeah,
right
so, and then next year, still, you know.
Next year, the beginning of the year is stupid. Like, March is Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. We get Cyberpunk 2077, which is still my most anticipated game right now.
That game is going to be like The Witcher for me, where like it's going to be so big, I'm sure, that I'll get that and I'll probably play it until the next console comes out.
Yeah, and I mean we're looking at the Xbox next year, Scarlet.
Yeah, so video games, they just don't stop.
Video games and sports. Get your shit together, EA.
Sports.
God damn.
Welcome to Sports Talk.
If we're doing sports talk, go switch with McCord.
Right? Someone needs to.
Someone who understands.
Someone needs to sub in for me.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone give me a sports reference when a player goes out and then another one gets subbed in.
Injured or what?
I don't know. I don't know what the term is, but yeah, I would like.
It's literally substitution.
It's sub? Cool.
It's literally substitution.
He's gonna sub me in. And then do we have sports talk?
Come in off the bench.
Yeah, and we'll bring McCord off the bench again to talk about Madden.
Yes.
No, I think that's time actually.
Yeah.
I think we're good. We covered Persona. We covered that Phillip Rivers is not better than Drew Brees, which is required.
The two main things we need to talk about.
The two main things we need to talk about.
Sports and Persona. Your source for both of them.
We are your source for sports and Persona.
That's right.
Imagine if they made a Persona sports game.
I would play the hell out of that game. Okay, you give me a sports RPG.
We would just explode.
Sports RPG, I would totally play that.
No, I meant like Joker playing soccer.
That's fine. I'll do it.
I would play that.
You know what? They would play soccer.
They would.
Or baseball.
Or baseball. Well, in the game, they specifically mentioned that, a lot of kids used to love baseball, but now it's all about soccer here.
It's true.
I just barely passed that, and so they would play soccer.
They would, and I would totally play. I really would play some sports RPG. And then after you do your match, after you go with the social link and all the other stuff, and train, I would do that. Someone work on that, please.
Get on it. Not EA. Not EA, because they would they'll make Philip Rivers better than Drew Brees in it, and I can't have that.
Sports talk.
I'm not a Saints fan, guys. Actually here I have a crossover between sports and Persona. I named my Phantom Thieves the Saints. My favorite football team, New Orleans Saints. Should have won.
Sports
Super Bowl.
talk.
Yeah. All right. Let's end the sports talk. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I don't know if you know, if you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account, and you can hit that subscribe button. You don't have to have a separate account or anything like that. We really appreciate it. Next week, hopefully, it's more than just me and Felipe. Or maybe it'll be me and Felipe, and you will just have to sit through another hour of Persona.
You know, by then I'll play other games. If not, Persona talk.
Yeah, so. I'm just mainlining that Persona. Mm-hmm. All right. Till next time, guys. See you later.
Bye.